Yo, welcome back to One to One Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
My daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Imagine TikTok challenges for rock the boat and 1 in a million.
Why wouldn't LeBron want to play with his son for one?
Supporting the police is not the way to make the city better. Like,
Yo, welcome back, y'all, to One to One Podcast, man. So our next topic we're gonna talk about is the difference between growing up in the suburbs or just living in the suburbs versus in the city. So I'm from the city, South Side, East Side, 87th Street. So I got two people here from the suburb. Well, one and a half people.
Yeah.
I gotta sit up for this one though. I've been wanting to get some stuff off my chest.
Spiritual Jxy from Bolingbrook and Miss McDaddy Brenda.
I'm from out west, but I went to school in Maywood.
She
My
from
mama
the
didn't let me. My mama didn't let me touch the city, but I grew up out west.
What part of out west you from?
13th and Cosner, K-Town.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm from out west. My
She might be from the
my
city.
grandma owned that building right there. I grew up, and when I had my first apartment, I grew up. Then I moved to Laramie in Washington. I've been out west literally my whole life. I never lived in the Burbs. My auntie lived in the Burbs. And,
So you was using somebody's address to go to Proviso?
Yep, my mama didn't want me to go to CPS.
Yeah, that shit decent. Like I know some motherfuckers that used some addresses before. Like they went to Dornwood, they went to Simeon. Like
I was gonna do that to go to Oak Park.
Yep.
I almost did that to go to Dornwood.
That would have been a long ass drive.
Thornwood, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they school system bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I went to CBS though.
So since you from the y'all both went to suburban schools, let's talk about that. The difference.
Go ahead.
I'm
So,
not
like-
gonna lie to you.
Bolingbrook and Proviso is completely
it's
different.
bad, bro. Like I'm like you can go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I don't think why people think like I don't know how CPS schools is, but I'm telling you, just because I go like we live in Bolingbrook, like in the suburbs, schooling is still bad. Like our numbers are still bad. We just might be more organized, bro, but it's still bad.
Y'all have more resources.
Man,
Yeah, okay, we got more resources.
Every classroom got a computer. Every
Y'all had AC in y'all
Everybody got air
shit.
conditioning.
Y'all have computers in y'all classrooms in CPS?
You can have a computer.
We had a computer lab.
Yeah.
We ain't had every room ain't had no computer in
What
that
the hell was y'all
motherfucker.
teachers teaching on?
A chalkboard.
We had a chalkboard too. What y'all have?
We had smart boards.
Yeah,
but look.
But you in a different generation. He in a different generation.
Whiteboard. Hell no.
You can have all that technology, but if the material is BS, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's good.
It doesn't matter.
That's
We didn't learn. They didn't teach us cursive. I had to learn cursive at the crib.
I think that's different though. I think it's just y'all
Cursive was
I think it's just y'all
school.
generation.
Yeah, that's y'all generation.
I think it's just y'all generation they stopped teaching it because you know when we was in there we learned how to write checks and all of that other shit. Like my son
I ain't know
out
how
of
to
school
write a
and
check in high school.
Well, I didn't know how to
they
write no
taught us
check.
how to write
I
checks.
still don't know how to
That's
write no
suburban
check.
shit.
My grandma taught me how to write a check. I ain't know how to write no check until
I think I learned how to write a check in like grammar school. They was teaching us how to like grammar school.
What grammar school you went to?
I went to Garfield.
I went to Grand
Maywood.
on 96 and Racine.
Suburban.
They ain't
Hey,
teach
look,
us how to write no
Suburban.
fucking check.
Is it writing a check like basic knowledge though? Like
No, it's not.
It's
That
hard.
shit. Yes.
No, it's not hard.
Yes, it
but
is.
at that time
You
got
put that name on the wrong side. Who that check
it
going
is
to?
hard, yeah.
You can't sign the back until you get to the bank.
It's
There's a lot of
you
shit.
gotta send it to though.
It's a bro.
It's on the check.
A regular nigga ain't gonna know how to write no check, bro. You gotta teach them.
First off, ain't nobody writing checks.
Well,
no
it
more.
was. I got some checks in
I
my.
still write
Well,
checks.
I got some checks.
Hey, cause that shit get in the bank. You got I'll give it to you on Saturday. That shit not gonna clear until Monday. I got time for that money to be in there, so I might write a
Whoever
check.
gave me a check, gee, just zell me.
Just, I ain't
Well, when I
telling
opened
nobody.
up a new
I'm
account,
writing
they asked
checks.
that I want some checks, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Also,
Yeah, that's
It's nostalgic.
I got a question for the folks from the suburbs. What do you put on the outside of an envelope when you send a letter?
A
You
stamp.
learn?
A stamp.
No, not like what do you write? You gotta,
So in the corner, you write our address, and then in the middle, who it's going to.
did you know that? Did
Yeah.
they teach y'all- Oh, they taught that.
what the?
Oh,
That CPS ain't
Oh,
teach y'all.
my
Wait a minute, hold on.
That CPS ain't even teach y'all how to
You
write
ain't asked us. You said people from the suburbs. You
No,
said people
we
from the
said
suburbs.
that like we don't know what that
we
shit
know what
is.
the fuck it is. Hold on,
We're not
shorty.
illiterate.
I'm an English major, nigga. Don't act like
But
you know.
no, he said that they teach you that in grammar school, though.
And yeah, we know how to write a letter. We write a letter to
Well, they teach me
a
in
lot
school.
of
My
people.
mama
They,
taught me,
right, they
but-
didn't teach that at school. We
No,
did.
because I don't remember how to even fill out the envelope.
The envelope, when you write a letter to like somebody, in the right left hand corner is your name and all your information. In the middle of the envelope, you write who you mailing it to, and then the top right hand corner that's your stamp. What the fuck is wrong with you,
Well, let me
Steve?
tell you what I do because my son go to school now, and it was different. But I guess like y'all consider Mayweather. I don't, cause I think Mayweather a little hood. Now I'm not gonna lie, consider it out south because it's look.
If your zip code don't start with 606 something, that ain't Chicago, bro.
But listen, but listen,
This
my son go to school, and I feel like when we was in grammar school, like 3rd grade, like we can do sports. They don't do sports, and like he had to go to like middle school to do sports. So I feel like that may be the difference. Cause I'm just like, damn.
Wait, what you mean? Wait, hold on.
Like they don't do like I remember when I was in 3rd grade, I did soccer, I did
We ain't had
basketball.
that.
Like we had, suburbs don't have
We
that
don't have we don't start
have
sports.
either.
until middle school.
No,
Hold
even
on,
my
wait.
middle school ain't had no football team,
So
but we
you-
had a basketball team.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like in the
to middle school though.
we had that.
What elementary school you went to?
We had that. Did y'all have that?
We had football, we had tennis,
We didn't have
soccer.
football.
in middle
Where
school?
the fuck you was at?
I didn't have middle school. It was grammar school from 1st to 8th.
You had tennis.
See,
It
that's
was
the difference.
We had 1st through 8th
That's the
grade.
difference.
No, it was kindergarten. We got kindergarten through 8th grade. That's the school I went to. Went to E Green Elementary on 96 and
wait, wait,
Race.
wait.
the difference.
That's not just.
Oh, we had a middle school too.
That's what I'm
That's not
saying.
a
We didn't have
though.
middle
Because
school.
I went to actual middle school, like it was only 7 and 8.
No, we didn't
Ours
have.
ours was 6, 7, 8th,
I
right?
did.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so,
Cantor is only 7 and 8.
so
What school did you
grammar
go to?
school is
Cantor.
kindergarten through 5th
Cancer.
grade.
Yep.
Middle school is
Cancer.
6th
Six,
grade
seven,
through 8th.
eight.
High school is 9th through 12th.
Yep. So
No,
so
that's 3 different schools.
No,
No, waste of fucking
how
money.
our grammar school was set up, we had a whole
fuck
little
is going
section
on?
for middle school. So like it was like our own little hallway, and it starts
crazy.
6, 7, 8, and it was literally just us. But like now, my son,
That's only 3 grades.
But listen, now my son, he in 6th grade. He went to a whole different
Yeah,
school.
with
like they
different
graduate
buildings.
at 5th grade. Like
We
they
got
go
3
to a
different
whole
buildings.
different school
wait,
now.
hold on. Why
That's confusing.
6th grade is middle school?
They get it's prepping them for
8.
high school because like now.
Middle school. Y'all don't got
6
middle
to-
school in the city.
No, it's grammar school.
We do.
No,
I
it's
went
fuck we
to-
don't.
Fuck what you talking about? I went
But
to
was it in? It was all in one school.
It was 7 and 8. That was it.
No, the
it's 6,
fuck
7,
he
8.
lied.
What your 6th grade was?
What is
was
6th
grammar?
grade?
Hey, no,
No,
grammar
yeah, that was
school.
before that.
Grammar school is
Hold on,
1st through
wait.
8th grade. Ain't no such thing as no middle school in CPS.
Yes, it
CPS ain't got no fucking middle school.
Because
I
it
went to the
preps them for high
Chicago,
school.
you ain't going to Chicago public schools now.
I did go to
Chicago public
CPS.
schools do not have no fucking middle
Bro,
school,
yes,
bro.
they-
Let's Google it.
Google it. Google it right now.
Cantor fucking middle school.
Do it back in
What's
the
the
day
grade?
though. Do it back
What,
in the
what's
day.
the address?
Hey.
What's the address?
Say when do it?
Four, nine,
But when
four-
did it start, Steve?
What's the address? Not Chicago, Illinois.
It is in Chicago. I went to school there, nigga.
You lying.
It's right next to Kenwood.
When did it start though? Did they always have it?
K through 8th is called middle school.
Because
No,
a lot of
wait,
their school
hold on,
is
hold on.
called K through 8.
I ain't
K through
never
8
heard
not
of
middle school, that's grammar
started
school.
7
It
and 8.
started sometime for some
Go
time.
down.
Yes, I went to a
Oh, well,
middle
maybe they
school,
did.
bro. It's in the fucking name. How you gonna tell me where I graduated
6th
from?
graders in Chicago can apply to 7 advanced middle school programs.
7. Only 7 in the city of Chicago.
which-
You know how
I
big
went to one
Chicago
of the, I
is?
went to one of the big schools.
Oh, he's smart, y'all.
You smart. You smarter than a 5th grader, huh?
I mean, I went to
You
King,
had
bro.
ass.
College
King.
prep.
What y'all got, a
College
band?
prep. That was a class that they put the slow people in my high school.
I think so,
College
too.
prep.
College
Yeah.
prep?
Nah, we had to test against my school.
Yeah,
All
college
that
prep
shit
in
was honors.
Chicago means so like you smart as hell.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I
that's-
wasn't in college prep though.
All our class was honors.
I had AP,
AP.
classes, nigga.
We had
Yeah,
AP too,
I-
In,
nigga.
in middle
I'm
school,
saying, wait.
He almost said in middle school you
No,
had
in high
AP
school. In high school. I
In
had
middle
AP
school, it was
classes.
honors.
Hold on, wait.
It was
And
honors.
middle
It
school.
was honors.
Well, we call it grammar
Oh, wait,
school. I don't know what the fuck middle
back to
school
this.
is.
Chicago
Do y'all-
does have middle schools. I went to one of them. Dropped that shit.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. That's
I have
Yeah,
grammar,
but-
grammar
But do
school.
y'all know we the only one that call it grammar school?
Yeah. When I was in
It was
Atlanta,
on-
they like, what the fuck is
It
grammar
was
school?
on TikTok and they were just like, we walking to grammar school. Everybody in the comment like, what the
I
fuck
call
is
it
grammar
elementary school.
That's that suburban
That's
in you.
nah.
That's that suburban in you.
Bolingbrook.
Elementary is a nice term too, but I say grammar.
Elementary is the proper term.
Yeah, I say grammar
Yeah, but we
school.
call it grammar school. And it was a TikTok going viral, and they were like, "What the fuck is grammar school?"
That's
And we-
old. Like people.
But grammar school is K through 8th grade.
Talking about old people say that. That's crazy.
That is crazy because what you say, 2002? Yeah, 2003
Bro.
is crazy.
You don't even got to scroll
Middle
down when they ask
schools
for your.
are a-
It's the first name.
middle
The first
schools
year.
are primary school was in UK or some shit.
Private school.
Nah, I went to
Primary,
school.
nigga.
Primary. I'm like private school. Who
It's
went to
5
private
to
school? This
11.
motherfucker. That's crazy.
School.
My kindergarten was a private school. It was
Actually,
called
my
Little Saints
kindergarten
of God.
I went to
Let's say some
That's what it
guy.
was called. We had uniforms and all.
Best
Alright,
Start
so-
preschool. Yeah.
So basically, what we just all learned is that it don't matter you from the suburbs or the city. All the shit is different. You have middle schools, you have grammar schools, you got elementary, etc.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the difference in like how it is just living in these places, like how like the environment, the culture. So I had a funny joke too, because
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
it was not really
His
a
jokes
joke.
don't be funny.
It's not a
man.
joke. It
Let
did
me-
be funny.
let me hear it.
No, look. So me and my cousin was talking about this. So down at U of I, we was talking about like, okay, all the girls that went to Bolingbrook were hoes in college.
It was hoes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because they say, look, it's nothing to do out there. So when they get to college, they wild out.
It's not nothing to do. Like they give us a park district, a swimming pool. and
Yeah, I
it's-
just fucking.
But you know what's crazy? A lot of people. nah, it's not even that. You know, a lot of people are coming from the city to the burbs.
Bolingbrook look ghetto now. I'm
Hey,
not
but
gonna lie.
exactly.
Bolingbrook is ghetto as hell.
Wait, what's the
Exactly.
definition together? What's that?
They out there shooting. They
Yes,
be
it's
getting
getting
killers.
bad.
When I was working at Cheddar's, they ass used to be robbing a fucking gas station. It's ghetto as hell out there now.
Bad.
Hey, but they do that in the south suburbs too. So people from the city go to the south suburbs.
Because they get
like,
Section 8 and stuff.
no, I'm talking about like,
Damn.
no, wait, I'm talking about the
What's wrong with Section 8?
Wait, no,
Ain't
I'm talking
nothing
about,
wrong with
like-
it.
I wish I had Section 8. I ain't
No,
gonna
no,
hold
wait.
Me
I'm talking
too.
about like
Somebody give me Section
in
8,
high
please.
school, we was going out there to mess with the suburban girls
Okay.
because they.
They just did
They was
anything.
going.
They did anything.
And girls like
was.
dudes from the
Well,
city
this
for
is-
some reason, which is
They think they
insane.
like
It ain't no
cheap for
some
some.
reason. It's a good reason.
What's the reason?
What's the reason? What can you do better than me?
I didn't say I.
They just think they more. They remember ATL. They like
Hold on,
Nunu.
wait.
They just thought they wanted a little hood. Look, that's all
You
it
tell a
is.
motherfucker where you from. I don't know why. You say like, okay, I'm from example, I lived on 71st. I'm from 71st. Oh damn, you from the hood, huh?
They trying to gobble.
Ain't gonna lie, they clown me. They clown me in college. Like they ask me where you from. I don't lie and be like, I'm from Chicago, but I'm
Yeah,
from
it's like
Bowling. They
Hey,
be
but look,
bowling,
you
bro.
know, hey, you know what's crazy though? It's motherfuckers for the suburbs. Like we go to college, they be
They be
saying
like,
like,
they
oh,
from
They
I'm
from
Chicago.
See, I don't do that because
Yeah.
you would get checked. They be like, what street? And you 63rd. Like, come on, like
Yes, they go. I'd be like, what high school you went to? And then they hit me with the high school. I'd be like, nah.
Kiri.
You're not from no fucking Chicago.
Look, it be. I don't know why. So, well, you went to suburban school. So why is that? Why did the girls out
Maywood
there
wasn't
like
no
the-
fucking suburban school.
That is suburban school, bro. That shit is not out.
Everybody from Maywood, I swear to God, we all got on the goddamn CTA and went home together. I swear to
I
God.
don't care how you got home. I'm saying
The
So
education.
what? So it ain't no difference.
I feel like the difference is, do y'all have heroes out there?
No, Maywood. When
ain't
when I
making
when
a
I motherfucking graduated, they turned East into a goddamn uniform school. That's how ghetto and trashy that shit is. Like when we graduated,
Uniform
they-
school is
Wait,
trashy
wait,
and
hold on.
ghetto?
it ain't that, but they just like, yeah, y'all doing too much, and like it's like they tried to they made it stricter. They just like, yeah, all y'all cared about like, yeah, Peralta East, we had security guards fucking the students in the goddamn
every high
in
school.
the.
I think that's every high school.
But I'm saying, so like, what's the difference of it? Like,
No, I think it's
we
every high
talk-
school.
no, I'm
our
At CVS, we wore a uniform too. We had white shirt, blue shirt,
But
or
I'm saying,
gold shirt
do
with
y'all
blue
feel like
navy pants.
Maywood, like we learned something
Maywood's
better
the
than
city.
y'all? I feel like when y'all think of suburbs, I feel like y'all need to think of things of like Schaumburg and like
Naperville,
Naperville.
Romeoville.
Like those are the people who get high quality education. But like Maywood,
I think basically it's like the fact that like the resources, like what James said earlier, it's like the
I
resources.
feel like
It's
CPS
they
get
might-
more resources
No,
than
CPS
us.
Hell
don't.
no.
No, hell no.
They just don't give it to
CPS
y'all, but CPS
don't-
get more
So how the hell do we
They get a
more
lot of funding.
resources then?
They don't get. No,
Yeah,
they
that's
don't.
what I'm
They
saying.
get.
They
No,
get
they,
lot. Y'all get-
no, they don't.
Y'all get public funding.
Yes, they
We get
do.
private.
No,
wait.
CPS is in debt right now. CPS don't have no fucking
Hey,
funding. CPS don't have a budget. They just-
That's all that
sorry.
talk over each other all in one.
Sorry.
They did eat us up in the comments last time about that.
Now go
No,
ahead.
sorry.
Go back.
I'm sorry. CPS don't have a budget. CPS can't even pay the teachers properly. They
Y'all
can't
don't
pay
have
the
a
teachers.
budget
They
now.
don't have to. They don't have the funding. They don't have the money. So they still in debt with Chase Bank because they took that loan out with them to get the money and all that
remember
shit.
that.
So it's like a lot of stuff they
How
don't
long did that
have.
go back?
Huh?
How long ago did that go back though?
Probably like 2015, 14,
But
13.
Think about when we was in school. Y'all
When we,
had
was
the
in, we,
funding.
no, when we was in school, we still ain't we was using the same books from like
But everybody
Bro,
was the same book.
no, we
didn't-
had
we-
we
I
had
didn't
books with
book.
no covers. We had books with pages missing. We don't have no AC in that motherfucker. We don't got no the lockers fucked up. We got a pool. They got the pool closed down half the year
We
because
didn't
they
have
got to
our
come
pool
in.
either.
Bro, it's like hella shit. The CPS don't get a lot of the resources that y'all got
So
out
about
there
the
in the
resources
burbs.
though, I'm gonna say this though, because since y'all are the suburbs, the way that y'all you suburbs, fuck all that west side shit. Look, y'all in the suburbs, the way y'all funding is like a little bit different than ours. So like we are through CPS, but they have to do that and spread it out amongst all the schools. It's not spread it evenly. They look at test scores, attendance.
Yeah.
They look at all this
but
stuff.
for us,
in the
because-
suburbs though, y'all
No, we
y'all
don't.
no, I'm saying like y'all funding is not the same as how we are funded though.
But I feel okay. Look, so I was in band when I was in high school.
Shout out,
I
band.
feel like
I was in band too. I was a tenor drum.
I played the flute. But
What'd you
listen,
play?
I
For sure.
feel like in CPS, like y'all trips was automatically paid for. Shit like
Trips
that.
was paid for.
Like when in the band, like
No, it
I feel
wasn't.
like y'all got more money to it, but like for us,
No.
we had the
That's based on
hella.
school, though.
They
That's the
canceled
whole-
a lot of our programs, and I went to CVS. It was a vocational school. We had nursing, cosmetology, fire.
didn't have none of that goddamn
no, but
shit.
let me tell you, they canceled a lot of shit out of that shit because we didn't have the funding for our band. We used to have to pay for our trips or whatever, like out of our pocket, whatever. Sometimes we had to get on the CTA bus with our own bus cards to get to our games and stuff. No, we don't have
ghetto.
that.
Wait, that's-
I played volleyball. You know, I was playing volleyball. I played volleyball. We went 12. No, let me tell you, we went
ghetto.
12-0. We went 12-0 with our volleyball team. Some of our games we got on the CTA to get
But what
there.
school did you go to?
I went to CBS.
But I'm saying
You
like
get
I'm
them a bad name.
thinking about like college prep, like they you know they play for that.
Whitney Young, probably something like Whitney Young or
I feel
Gwendolyn Brooks, so like something like that. Yeah.
They bands was so like because they played for
sport heavy.
Obama,
They
and
sport,
so I
yeah.
feel like the funding was there for them. Like it was little
But
shit that
that's
they had to
based
do.
on-
Versus us, like we had to fundraise, we had to like they tried to shut our
We had to
goddamn
fundraise
band,
too.
but for
That's-
bands,
I was selling
Bro.
chocolate too. I
Yeah.
was selling chocolate.
You know, she think we just out here. What the fuck?
Hold on,
What
what
the fuck she think
you're
this is?
mistaken. All right, so I went to King, so our band was actually like
yeah, top
famous,
notch,
yeah, nationally famous. But like, it wasn't like okay, just because you go to a college prep, that these things are being funded. Yes, my school was it wasn't even heavy funded. It was good. It was funded well, but you look at like another school in Chicago, the CPS Harper, they shut down. Them kids didn't even have textbooks to learn. They had to use a textbook in the class and get that bitch back to the teacher for the next class to use after that. We was able to take our stuff home the whole year and turn it back in.
Yeah, that CBS had a bookstore too. Yeah.
That's like the difference in the funding based on the school. So you're looking at test scores, attendance, looking at just the progress in the school, fundraising too, all that stuff. Like also King, we had a huge auditorium. They used that on Sundays for a church. So they're renting it
Yeah, we
out.
did the same
That
thing
gave
for
the
Smokey
school
Norfolk.
money.
Did his church at our
Yeah,
school
so
too. Yeah.
like with the suburbs, hey, can you look this up, Steve? I'm not sure like how the suburbs are like funded, like the different schools, because y'all not like what is y'all school system like?
My thing is like
and that's just through the town or
it's
that?
so many more schools in the CPS system. When you think of suburbs, it's like it's not as many schools. As you
Yeah.
think. Like other like Valley View School District is probably like 7 schools.
Wait, so y'all still going like the same school district as the
Oh yeah,
suburbs, right?
we go by district.
We
So
go
it's
by
only like
district.
3 of us. It's only East, West, and then they end up Brilliant, Math, and
So is
Science.
that's how they do the funding then, like by the district.
They do
Yeah,
it by
they
the
kinda
district.
do- yeah.
They separated by the district.
Each school district has a specific like.
but
budget,
I
they
think
gotta
CPS
split it.
have districts too, right? Because you can't just go to any
no.
school
I thought
because you stay
CPS
out
is the
west.
same- It's under the same umbrella.
Yeah,
But like it kind of because if you stay in a certain area, you can't go to that
No, that-
school. So
okay,
y'all kind
yeah.
of get funded like that
but
too.
no. We don't get funded like that. You're talking about the enrollment.
Well, yeah, that's
so
what
that's
I'm saying.
different, and that's kind of going away too now. Is like more schools become more like selective enrollment because they got rid of like traditional training.
Damn, look at y'all
schools
budget.
there.
9.9 billion.
Woo.
Now look at
It was
Proviso Math.
100 million for Proviso, 100 million. But
100 million.
I wanted to say because you went to East, I went to Math and Science Academy. They
you
took
was
a
smart. Okay,
they
period.
took a quarter of the budget from East and West and put it in
to
our school.
And they ain't even have no goddamn. Y'all don't even got no goddamn sports. Y'all used to have to come to our shit.
you had to come
We
to y'all
hated
sports.
y'all. Like, why the fuck are y'all over here with y'all look
Yeah, y'all
geeky?
get you right. Y'all ghetto.
Billion and a half.
Y'all
You
get-
know.
They didn't have no
they
sport.
cut their budget down, but people was pissed. They was firing teachers at East and West so they could hire
Fun.
the special teachers at our school, which was pretty bogus to be honest.
Because they had to, like, you had to test and get into that school.
But see,
We
look,
had a
I wasn't
3-hour
smart
lunch
enough.
period too.
A 3-hour.
Yeah, we had a 3-hour.
Could y'all go off the school grounds for
No,
those
we
two?
couldn't leave, but we could walk around the school and talk to teachers. It was called academic
Is that school
exploratory.
right there on first and across on the picture first and Roosevelt?
That's tough.
wait, what the fuck y'all doing for 3 hours on?
Because they excel at a lot of their classes, so instead of giving them the free period at the end, they just extended their lunch basically, right? Instead of just letting y'all leave
So
early.
you can go into lunch at any point during the break, but it's like a 3-hour break. But all our classes were like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So they had block. It was called block scheduling.
They was advanced.
Yeah.
You had to like.
That's like a college. That's school. That's
the
college.
test, like they testing in there was high to get in there. They wasn't just letting anybody in there. You had to be smart as
Some people
hell.
slip through the cracks. Some people slip through.
And that's how King was.
Yeah,
it was some niggas on my
it
football
was
team
a lot of people that slipped to the crack. Then they came to Proviso East. I had a friend starting her as Karen. She was like, yeah, she was in there felling. Yeah, come on over to where the dummies at. Come on.
But no, I think like, oh, go ahead.
Also, yeah, my point being like, cause I know you were just talking about like how we do in Chicago, like with the districts and how like the enrollment. This doesn't go like that with all the schools now. So the enrollment part, like based on like your neighborhood school, cause my neighborhood school actually was CVS.
My neighborhood school was Julian.
Look, my mom would say we not.
No,
going there.
it was Corliss. My neighborhood school was Corliss.
Yeah, that's the hood, but so like that doesn't necessarily like dictate like the budget based on the school. So that's more so like, okay, you live over here because they got every kid got to go to school somewhere, right?
How would they spread the budget out? Can you Google like how did they?
It say
individual school budgets. Yeah.
149 million.
So every school, they try to
Whole district was 120.
million.
Low-key. That's
But you got to think about what that includes. That includes teacher salaries, books.
Yeah,
So
that's
it adds
I
everything.
mean, the school
Like,
is
it
more,
adds
the
up.
city is more expensive
And
anyway.
some schools need more for gas, need more for lights, need more for bills, need more
So
for
that
all
might
this
not
shit.
be a lot of. That's
It's
not.
not. It's not enough.
money.
That's why the teachers steady going on strike. The teachers union steady going through the shit they going through. They can't afford to pay everybody.
Hey, but so if I'm not mistaken though, like with some of the, I'm not sure if it's like y'all districts, but like some of the small towns, like based on like the town they're in, the city itself provides a lot of that budget too, right?
It's based on population and this the taxes for the it's
So that's what the state did.
property taxes. Property taxes decide the school's budget in that
So that
district.
could be, so that could be okay. So that could be turned by the town then, basically, still, right?
the city, the
In
neighborhood,
some way, you know,
the neighborhood.
It's voted on. You would vote on property tax, and then the property tax just decides what percentage goes to the schools. That's how it works, like all over the U.S. basically.
Yeah,
right.
So, like if you want a good neighborhood, that's why you would go to Maywood instead of going to CPA. Like you would go to the address where the property tax is
A little
higher.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
But
the
I
district
think-
in like Chicago, like so like. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, I want to get away from schools because I don't want to get too big into it, and then the CTU caught my ass. I like. You know
Nigga,
what
we
I'm
not
saying?
getting canceled, man. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's what one-to-one.
These are not facts,
podcast.
guys. These are just opinions.
These are opinions from us.
Nah, I mean that. Let me stop.
I mean,
But let's get back to like the motherfucking city life and burb life. We talked about the school life already. Let's talk about the nightlife. Let's talk about all that shit. Like,
Boy, I remember when I went to. I remember when we was in Maywood. I don't know if this was. I think it might have went to the city. Remember they used to say them clowns was. Remember Steve? Remember them clowns?
clowns?
Yeah, man. They used to say it was a man like clowns in big ass white vans that was just.
they was in Chicago too.
Okay, well, did it get out there to y'all?
We had a lockdown in middle school because there was a supposed clown outside our like during the day. I'm not gonna lie, the clowns came back right now, bro.
That clown shit terrified me.
They getting popped. Like
They
it's a
getting
reason
got.
why it's
Yeah.
it's a
That-
reason
yeah.
why that trend's over. Like
Yeah.
No, I remember the clown. Actually, it was a clown. We was walking home from school. They told everybody be safe. So the parents was meeting people on the corner. I mean,
They
every all
said the
got-
clown was kidnapping
the
people.
clown came. The clown came, and then parked like right on our corner while we was walking to school. My dumb ass out there squaring up. I'm finna whoop this motherfucker ass. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, motherfucker. And so like me and my cousins, we out. Cause I'm like, no, like I'm the oldest one out of all us. When we walking home from school, you're not finna kidnap none of us. What the fuck? So it was crazy. Then my cousin had came and she met. Well, she's like an auntie, but I call her cousin because we the same age. But like, no, I mean she's a cousin, but I call her auntie because she's older than me. So she met us on the corner. So I'm like, hey, that's the clown. That's the clown. My mother put out that motherfucking.
that's what I'm saying. I ain't heard about no clowns in the city.
It was,
we got switches.
We had clowns.
No, but you gotta think. We were younger, so like they trying to scare a little
Yeah.
fucking grammar school.
We was like, I think it was like in
we
6th grade, 7th
like
grade.
That shit, like we had so much shit, but yeah, like now these young niggas now.
Right, I ain't
like,
being- yeah.
We wasn't like that. We played outside. We was at the park. Like
Yeah.
we enjoyed outside.
We ain't had no switches
That's
just
that's
cuz.
your generation with the switches, not ours.
7 years old. I see a video the other day. 7 years old, strapped.
Yeah, cause we had slingshots and bats and shit.
Man.
Knocking niggas. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of my homies had some switches. Like some of my homies had some Glocks.
course,
and shit.
yeah.
But like we're regular motherfuckers. We had a lot of bats. We had a lot of slingshots. We had a lot of motherfucking brass knuckles or our little knife or like some was silly, some was decent. But like yeah,
Well, I wasn't allowed
mm.
outside, y'all.
I already told you.
I didn't go outside to my senior. Then guess what happened,
Because you was
guys?
hot.
Got
Guess what
pregnant.
happened? I got pregnant
on prom night.
Let the
Because you
kid
was
go outside. No, I swear to God. So I went to we lived in West Chicago. And then my mama married, and then my grandma on my daddy's side had this building on 13th and Cosner, so we moved out there. And my mom was like, hell no, y'all ain't going to school out there. We had a cousin that stayed in Maywood, so every day from 3rd grade up until my senior year, I got dropped off and picked up. They did not let me the fuck outside.
But that's the thing, like being in the city, like it's different places that you do go and you don't go, and you know what I'm saying. Growing up, you understand.
Even in Maywood, so I feel like I didn't have that. Even like I feel like I didn't even have that friend dynamic because I'm like in the summertime, like I was just in the house, like after school, like everybody, like I didn't have that. Like so, it was just like
Nah, that's crazy. Cause like in the summertime for sure, like we had the candy store at my crib. Like everybody came to my crib to get their snacks and all that shit before school and all that stuff. So we had the candy store, but it's like, I feel like it's a dynamic that you have with your kids. You gotta let them breathe, let them breathe, let them have fun with their friends.
My mom was a single mom for so long though, so it's just like she had that. Like my mom used to make us watch the news and terrify. Like this is what happened. One day we had.
Made y'all watch the news?
Listen,
I used to watch the news too, but yeah.
So when we first moved into this apartment though, we had these neighbors and we had this big ass backyard. So the most we could do was go into this backyard. So we met these little goddamn ghetto neighbors, and they convinced us to leave this goddamn yard and go to the park.
Ain't nothing wrong with the park, bro.
But without my mama,
Get your ass
my
switched.
mama told us to fuck up and then watch the You know the news is scary as hell as a kid. People getting kidnapped, killed. They made us watch the news. Like this is what the fuck happened when you go out.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of abuse.
Yeah,
Like,
we cannot go outside.
We used to watch Judge Mathis, Days
Judy.
of Our Lives, Judge Judy.
We watched Murray. I watched Murray, Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Nigga,
But
you went in school? Why you watching all these shows?
That nigga was that rascal. He like daytime shows.
He was sneaking out.
These are not after school
I was
specials.
perfect attendance, so hold on. Don't
You was watching shit in
He
school?
watching rerun.
Oh, hold on. But no, like I'm saying, like with the older shows with your parents or like your grandma, your auntie or whatever, like the heat of the night type shit, like you know what I'm saying, like certain shit.
Wait, what?
I ain't never heard of that.
Oh, that's Twilight Zone. That's
The Twilight Zone.
That's MeTV.
Hey, MeTV.
I have
That's
never heard of
MeTV.
that.
No, it was before
The
MeTV.
Rifleman.
I was watching that shit before MeTV
Perry
because
Mason.
MeTV is like about like 10 years old. MeTV just came out recently, about like 2007, 2008. MeTV was 2003. Yeah, see, I was watching that shit before MeTV with my people, but that's like I don't know. It's like it's different because you used to like play on a ding dong ditch. You know what I'm saying, like shit like that.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
You used to play go to the park. You go to the park and actually go hang out with your friends, ride your bike.
Yeah.
Y'all used to fight. It used to be like 1-on-1 type shit. It used to be like it used to be just like.
Well, that was the boy life. I don't recall any of that.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, I never got to a fight day in my life.
Oh my god, that's
Ever.
probably what you need.
I done fought the same
You
dude.
You probably need
I
one.
need my ass beat.
Ass be totally
You
fucked up.
probably need that 1-on-1. You need that.
And the crazy part about it is I always had this mouth. I'm just like, no one ever fought me.
You need, no, ain't no
I thought you
fault
went to
me.
Maywood, that's why. You went to the city.
That was ghetto out there. They used to be the same way in the
Bro,
city. And
let me tell you.
before the bell rang, they ass in there. My brothers in them used to be a part of the goddamn problem. I used to be like, I'm not getting suspended with y'all.
Bro, I tell you one thing. I got into one fight in school. Boom. That was Thursday. Friday, I got jumped on. The next Monday, I got into the fight with another nigga. Boom. That Friday, I got jumped on. It like shit used to be crazy.
I couldn't imagine getting into a fight. I'd be terrified.
Brenda, you probably wouldn't wrap your hair up, put that shit up.
I'm calling the police. Hello 911. I'm calling the police now.
I'm retired.
Police calling bitch.
So that's the Black Karen call?
I'm a
It's the
police.
Brenda.
I tell people all the time, I'm a police calling bitch. And one day,
I'm coining this shit. The Black Karen
It's
called
called Brenda.
yeah,
So
y'all better know.
yeah, the Black Karen.
Shout out to all the Brendas out there, man. Hey,
Period.
shout
Call
out
the
my boy
police
Spiritual
on them.
Jxy.
Call the police on them.
Shout out my boy Spiritual Jxy. Thanks for coming through, bro.
No problem. I appreciate y'all having
What's
me,
up?
man.
No, they're just closing remarks, man.
All right, for sure. Chicago is the best shit in the world. If you don't know,
Period.
just understand that Chicago is the best shit in the world. We got the best food, the best music, the best fashion, the best dressing,
Dance moves.
the best dance moves. We got the best food, everything, and whatever you want to
Said
do.
food twice.
I'm a fat motherfucker, so you already know I'm gonna say
Hella
food.
drunk,
Look,
y'all.
Hey,
All right,
Chicago
y'all.
the best shit in the world. So hey, come support it, come see it, come experience it, because hey, it's not fake news. We're not eating the cats.
Jimmy,
We're not
let
eating
it
the dogs.
go.
All right,
That was fair.
appreciate y'all, man. Tune in again, bro. Peace.
For sure.
If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed, stay 100, and you'll catch us next time on 1-to-1 Podcast.